Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Jones and I'm back with another healthy eating tip. Last week we talked about sugar and we looked at a food label and particularly looked at added sugars into that product. And we talked about how all that extra sugar is bad for your gut because it kills off the good bacteria and it feeds the unhealthy bacteria, and that's not good for your immune system. So if you want a good, strong immune system, we want to take a look at how much added sugar we're taking in during a day. And I challenged you guys to take one product, just one product that you eat on a regular basis, look to see how much added sugar is in it, and see if you could find a healthier alternative. Now, one of the things that people ask me is, I don't know what to look for to make it healthier. So I wanted to give you some ideas today. Now, if you take a look through your pantry, obviously the things that are like cake and candy and sugar, cake, candy, cookies, muffins, pudding, ice cream, some of those are the biggest culprits of added sugars. Things like your sweetened drinks like fruit juice, soda, vitamin water, sports drinks, chocolate milk and milkshakes, your flavored coffees, iced tea, and your bottled smoothies. So if you're eating or drinking any of these on a regular basis, that would be an area where you could try to improve. Anything that's made low fat, like your low fat yogurts or your low fat dressings, when they take the fat out, which adds a lot of great flavor, they put sugar in so that it still tastes good. So that's another area to look at. Some of the things that are canned or bottled that have added sugars would be things like your spaghetti sauce, canned soup, canned baked beans, your fruits packed in syrup, things like barbecue sauce and ketchup, and then your ready-to-eat cereals and your flavored oatmeals. So some different ideas of what you can do to make those healthier choices. Let's just take spaghetti sauce for instance. Now this particular spaghetti sauce I got at the health food aisle at Woodman's. It has 0 added sugar. Typically the things that you're making with pasta sauce don't need to be sweet. So that's an easy area to find a healthier alternative. Dressings, as I said, dressings tend to be that area where when you take out the fat, they add in sugar. Primal Kitchen has a wonderful line of dressings, balsamic vinaigrette here, honey mustard here. Those can be found in the health food aisle at Woodman's. Those are a great choice for dressings. Yogurts, whichever brand you buy, this happens to be an Icelandic yogurt, but whatever brand you buy the plain. And we'll talk about ways that we can sweeten that up because even I don't like to eat plain yogurt. Probably one of the most challenging areas for me is barbecue sauce because I love Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's has 16 grams of added sugar for every 2 tablespoons, for every serving. That's 4 teaspoons of sugar. And if you remember from last time, women should be shooting for not more than 25 grams of sugar in a day, so that's 6 teaspoons. Men, 38 grams, so that's only 9 teaspoons. And children, we should keep it down in the 3 to 6 range. So if you're slathering on the barbecue sauce, that's one meal, one dish, you can easily reach your sugar limit just by doing that. So barbecue sauce, I want to talk about that one in particular because sometimes the best alternative is to get completely away from the taste that you really are wanting. I am not a mustard lover, but I ran across this Red Duck sweet mustard peppercorn barbecue sauce in the health food aisle at Woodman's. This stuff is amazing. So be willing to try some different products and see if there's something you can't find that is a great substitute for you. Now for things like yogurt or your oatmeal or your cereals with less sugar, different ways to sweeten them up. Now you can always go the real route, okay? So things like honey, and it's best to buy local honey if you can. Another alternative is organic maple syrup, but keep in mind that even these types of sweeteners still have a lot of sugar, and so even though they're more natural, you would still want to use them sparingly. My 2 favorite sugar substitutes are stevia and monk fruit, and in particular monk fruit. But let's start with stevia. Stevia you can buy in a powdered form. You can also buy it in drops, and you can buy it in flavored drops. So depending on what it is that you're trying to sweeten, you've got a lot of alternatives, and you can play around with the amount that you need. But these are sweeteners that are not going to add a bunch of sugar calories and sugar to your system. As I said, my favorite is monk fruit. This particular sweetener here is a granulated form. You can use it as a substitute 1-for-1 for sugar. It is a blend of monk fruit and erythritol. Erythritol is a sugar alcohol, but it's one of the safest sugar alcohols that you can use. Sugar alcohols are a type of sugar that your body doesn't absorb, so you're not taking in any of the calories. This is, if you're doing some baking, this is a great substitute for the sugar in your product. If you just need some drops of sweetener, then you can go this route here. And it does say Lohan Supreme on here. Lohan is another name for monk fruit. So you've got some really great choices in all natural alternative sweeteners to add to things, to give things a little extra sweetness, so that you're still enjoying what you eat. So I challenge you once again to take something that you're eating, find a way to find a healthier alternative, whether it's adding an alternative sweetener to it or finding another brand that has less sugar that you enjoy, but be willing to experiment so that you get those sugars down. So I hope this was helpful. I'm putting the same challenge out to you this week, is to get after those sugars. We'll see you next time.